Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please make sure that you make the things happen so you can get notified every time I drop new content. We are back again. We are back. We are finally back. And it's been a long while. It's crazy that the last time I dropped a video, recorded a video, was last year around this time. And yeah, the reason I've been off is because last year around this time I broke my phone. And the one I was temporarily using throughout the whole year was not allowing me to do much when it comes to content creating. I couldn't even play the game. I couldn't even touch the game. I didn't even want to touch the game. I tell you, because I think we stopped right before Dissension, and I wanted to record Dissension so bad, and I had no choice but to screenshot an event. And when it comes to Wrestling GM, I feel like there's some events where I just need to record an episode and tell you what's really happening, because screenshotting and explaining you what I'm cooking here is two different things. But yeah, we are back, and I really wanted to record for Dissension because it was a really fun pay-per-view. Storytelling was peak. I wanted to dive deep into Jinbao and go to Gouda because that is what we have been working towards ever since like I created this channel. It was a big setup. It was for the World Championship, and you know the story. Jinbao and Good have been compared throughout their whole lives, and I wanted to dive deep into it. But we are going to get into it. I think I'm going to do an episode. It's either I'm going to do an episode explaining Jinbao Good, or we're going to get to it when we get to it, because we are not done on that part. Right now, we are currently in what I call the downfall of the corporate ladder. Yes, the corporate ladder is coming to an end. And I think this was quite obvious because I think in my codex I wrote, let me not reveal, I hope I'm not going to reveal too much. I wrote, where is it? 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 Okay. There it is. Loser leaves at Dissension 27, Azofia versus Jinpa. Yeah, yeah, but I think I edited that. It was Azofia versus Jinbao for the World Championship. I did not state loser leaves and whatsoever. I made it a loser leaves because I'm a genius. But yeah, we are currently witnessing the downfall of the corporate ladder, and I'm gonna get to it. There's just so much happening right now. We are doing Pemberton Dome, a super show. I think I explained this one. Pemberton Dome is kind of like a super show, kind of like your Madison Square Garden type of pay-per-view, you know. So it's kind of like, I think now as time goes, because it has a good record, yeah, it has a good record. 99, oh my goodness, 99 for 3 years, 99 for 4 years. Oh goodness. It's in the big tree. Is it a big tree? Dissension, Pemberton Down, best of the best. Yeah, it's in the big tree when it comes to big events. I feel like I'm forgetting one big event also. Is there another big event that I'm forgetting? Best of the best, Pemberton. Dissension Day is now a big event because yeah, that one, the way I've been booking Decision Day has been crazy. But anyways, Pemberton Down, and here's the match card. Let's go through it. I don't know if I should explain like the way I used to explain, or just read the match card then get to it straight ahead. But yeah, we have Manisa V versus Troy Manning for his count anywhere match. We have okay, let me not read that. I've been off for quite some time to a point where I kind of forgot that I'm not supposed to read angles. We have Starfire, Colt Brewer, and Elf Hugo versus Scott Ringer and Pex and Pay. I feel like if you watch the last video I recorded and this, you could see like that so much has happened, and it's so scary. It's scary, but it's good because the storyline has been the storylines have been top tier. I say 2026 was peak when it came to storylines. This is better. We have Azofia versus Spencer Van Zandt in an unsanctioned match. We have Mike Mayhew versus Gantzman for the AC Infinite Championship. We have Jen Bao versus Sean Watson. I think I should change his name back. The reason I think I'm gonna explain why I need to change his name back. But yeah, okay, I think it is safe to explain. I feel like I needed to change his name simply because there was a point in life where he was stale. He was supposed to be the golden boy of ASE. And there was a point in life where he was doing too much. He got too hard too quick and he became stale. Like he accomplished a lot in such a short space. Um, and he got stale too quick to a point where I felt like I needed to reestablish him, you know, so I can get things going. And now he's in the main event scene, funny enough. So we have that going on, and I think we should start pay per view. Oh my god, why isn't allowing to start pay per view? Or is it because of this? Or is it the main event that's supposed to be long? It's the main event that's supposed to be long. It's the main event that's supposed to be about 30 minutes. I don't want to make it 30 minutes because the last time they faced each other, they had 100%. But I've noticed lately that if the finish is not good, it affects the ratings. I don't know if that's a thing. But yeah, I think I had a match where like it ended badly. I don't know which match it was, but it wasn't. I think it's this match. Yeah, it ended via stoppage and it was 94. I don't know if it's that chemistry or what. But yeah, let's get into it. Okay, I think I'm just gonna get into it as we just like start pay per view and do the ratings and just wrap it up, be quick about it. Okay, the build to this one is quite simple. 2 months ago, Manisa V made his return at Fight for Glory, made pay per view after not being on TV since Fatal Mistake, which was on March, and costed Troy Manning in the first ever in the first ever elimination chamber match, where the winner faces Jin Bao, the current champion, and Pemberton. Sevi felt like he deserved the shot at the World Championship more than Troy Manning. This is simply because the last time they met at Final Fantasy, the Samoan had the man beat for the World Championship, but for the second time. But Spencer Van Zandt interfered in their match. Troy Manning being the last person Jin Bao beat for the world title, believes Manisevi is just trying to cut the line like he did early last year at Genesis, where he took Spencer's spot when he was out on leave. And he won't allow him to get the world championship before him. So that's what's happening. The two recently clashed at Decision Day to wrap this feud up. Their match ended via stoppage after Savine knocked out Troy Manning for the win, almost making him miss the summer by breaking the man's nose. Troy Manning looks to get Savine off the tracks this time around, not for himself, but for Koya Tsukuda, who has promised the three-time world champion that when he gets to Jinbao first, he will make sure that he gets a shot at the world title when he's 100%. So yeah, that's what's happening. These two have been feuding. They were supposed to be feuding. Okay, they've been feuding, basically. Let me just say they have been feuding. But then their feud, like, it wasn't complete because it just ended. Okay, let me not say it ended. It just stopped simply because Manisa V wanted revenge on Spencer Van Zandt for costing him the world championship. Because late last year, Troy Manning had the world championship. So it's one of those things where Manisa V feels like he was supposed to be world champion long time ago, but had to deal with Spencer Van Zandt, and now he has to deal with Troy Manning again, and he's just tired. Finish, Manisa V executes a Samoan drop from the ring apron to the barricade. Both men lose consciousness. The ref counts to 3 after realizing that Savi's upper body has Troy Manning technically pinned. So that's how Manisa V wins. Samoan drop off the apron to the barricade. Barricade breaks down. They lose consciousness. The ref doesn't know what to do. He realizes that Manisa V is on top of Troy Manning. 1, 2, 3, goes for the win. Manisa V wins and he's put up as a contender for the world championship. Manisa V has been on top. Outside of this match, Manisa V has been on the run. He has been on a roll. He has some momentum. He has crazy momentum with him. So he has defeated God Tsukuda and now he's beating Troy Manning for the second time. So he's now put up as a contender. Hopefully there will be a match where he qualifies or gets a shot at the world title. If Jin Bao successfully retains, he will face Manisa V for the world championship. So that's what's happening. Troy Manning injured. Seems like Troy Manning broke his nose again from the fall and will be out of action for quite some time. I did not write an important for storyline, but uh, my excuse here will be that outside of him being injured, it will be that Troy Manning is kind of like a part timer. Um, so yeah, this is his time to basically be off TV. So his injury, unfortunately, happened at the right time. Yeah, hope I was clear. I feel like I'm talking too much. I feel like I'm talking too much. But yeah, that's what's happening. Uh, we have Starfire, Coach Brewer, and El Fugo versus the Top Dogs. Okay, the build here is simple. 3 weeks ago, Coach Brewer and El Fugo asked the ASE roster to take the tag team division seriously. Sorry, after failing to find new competitors coming out of Decision Day's Go Home show, where they defended the titles for the first time since winning them in April at Dissension 7. So we have a problem here. Like the tag team division seems to be like nothing's happening. So heading to the show of shows, which is Dissension, Starfire promise. Oh, heading to the show of shows, which was Dissension, which is Dissension. Starfire promised the ASC universe that they'd bring the hype back in the tag team division when they won the tag titles, but that hasn't been possible to work around with everyone being sidelined for an opportunity, making the fans worry about the state of the tag team scene. Adam Sawyer, who's the current owner. By the way, this is something I'm not sure if I made clear, but Adam Sawyer retired around the time Goro Tsukuda made his debut, I think. Or Goro Tsukuda was celebrating an anniversary in AEC. So he's now basically an owner, booker/booker. For now, until I get coins to get a booker. But yeah, Adam Sawyer, current owner, heard the request and managed to book a 4-pack tag team gauntlet to get the champions their next challenges just in time for Pemberton Dawn to spice things up a bit. Scott Ringer and Penn Wilson came out on top in the gauntlet against Cameron Cole and Marin Gonzalo, Garrett Grainer and Masato Miyamoto, and the leading edge, which is Jonathan Seryu and Davey Gala. The top dogs wouldn't celebrate long as the leading edge would attack Penn Wilson, so the match could be cancelled. Thankfully, Paxton Payne is still around to help his best pal, and the two are now looking to secure the tag team titles for the 4th time. So yeah, it's pretty much simple. There's not much happening in the tag team division. El Fugo and Coach Brewer have been on an insane run, and they want to keep the fire going, pun intended. So yeah, that's really what's happening. This match is just kind of like a boost to the tag team division, and it's even like killer. Like, I mean, who would deny a Coach Brewer, El Fugo versus Scott Ringo and Paxton Payne match? I mean, this is killer. This duo versus this 3-time tag team champs, easy. Finish. The leading edge cost the top dogs their match. I was too lazy to write the finish. Because like I said, I booked this, went to my PWA save, and when I came back, it got erased. So I'm too lazy to write the finishes right now. So yeah, the leading edge caused the top dogs their tag team match. Important for storyline. Possible leading edge versus top dog feud. So I'm looking to spice things up in the tag team division. So as all of this is happening, we are most likely to get like a 6-man tag, which is going to be the leading edge, Channing Sergio, David Gala, and Raiden Tashio versus Scott Ringo, Paxton Payne, and Penn Wilson. I don't know why I'm telling you this. This is supposed to be a surprise, but yeah, whatever. Okay, this is good. I like how it's going now. Oh, this looks nice. Prestige still the same, you know. I'm picking up wins here. So far, so good. Oh no. These two having a bad match. Okay, cool. Okay, Azofio versus Spencer Van Zandt, unsanctioned match. Build. Okay, this one's quite long, but this one is my favorite. One of my favorites. Let me say one of my favorites. 2 months ago, Azofio betrayed the corporate ladder. Oh, this is the downfall of the corporate ladder, by the way. 2 months ago, Azulfira betrayed the corporate ladder by attacking Jin Bao at Fight for Glory after his rematch with God Gura in Spencer Van Zandt's absence. After being drawn in the Fight for Glory elimination chamber by Jin Bao, who wanted to face God Gura with no help from his stablemate, Furia felt like the world champion didn't appreciate his efforts to keep him as the face of ASE after being his protector for 5 years. Quite simple. It's the way it is. It's the way it is. Um, the I don't know why I say it's simple. Hectic. It's hectic. Hectic situation. The Blue Fury challenged Jin Bao for the World Championship to put an end to the corporate ladder once and for all, as he believes the faction has hindered him from being a top star in the company. At Decision Day, the two faced off in a killer matchup for the first time in 5 years. Furia was on the edge of being a 3-time world champion when Vincent made his return and screwed him over before he could end Jin Bao's reign. The two now on a collision course, trying to put an end to each other over the last 4 weeks. Azofia has started making some friends, Josh Watson and the Defiant. The Defiant, which is Jack Corbin and Spike Robinette or Yogi Balboni. He has been making some friends to put an end to the corporate ladder, and Spencer Van Zandt is trying by all means to eliminate each and every dread, starting with his ex-stablemate. So, fun fact, outside of their match that happened 2 weeks ago and ended via countout, thanks to Jin Bao, the last time these two faced each other one-on-one was at Worst Nightmare 2021. So this match is pretty much simple. Azul Furia, early this year, Spencer Van Zandt was basically was not around. He was just like making appearances here and there. So the corporate ladder only had Azul Furia, Jin Bao, and Mohammed. Azul Furia was assigned as Jin Bao's protector. He was assigned to be Jin Bao's protector by Spencer Van Zandt to make sure that Jin Bao doesn't lose the world championship, because keep in mind, the reason the corporate ladder was created is simply to get Jin Bao over as the face of ASE. So coming out of Dissension, Jin Bao was quite upset with the fact that Azofia was consistently helping him in his matches. And Azofia felt like, oh, you have a problem with me helping you be the face of AC? Well, this simply means you don't appreciate me, as the person who keeps the corporate ladder together. This means you don't appreciate my efforts. So if you don't need me, I might as well leave the corporate ladder, right? 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 Right. So yeah, Azofia betrayed Jin Bao, and that's how we're here. That's why he faced Jin Bao at Decision Day, and he almost became a world champion until Spencer Van Zandt came back and said, "What the hell are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing to my faction? We built this together and you want to take it all away from me. Matter of fact, F you." So that's how we're here. And the other thing to pick up, Azul Furia hasn't been world champion since he joined the corporate ladder. It's a story on its own. It's a story on its own. Oh my goodness, it's a story on its own. But what I can tell you is that there was a time where Azofia was hot, and when God Gura was signed, his momentum was kind of like, slower, was cooling down, and he wanted to remain relevant, so he joined the corporate ladder in hopes of being on top. But when he joined the corporate ladder, things changed, and Jin Bao ended up being the focus of the corporate ladder. So that's why Azofia is kind of like jealous, and it's kind of like wants to leave the corporate ladder, because it's like, I joined the corporate ladder to be at the top of my game, and everything changes. I'm now Jin Bao's protector. I'm now the will that keeps the corporate ladder together. I'm no more the guy that I was supposed to be. So that's what's happening here. The finish, Mohammed makes an appearance as Azufia. I hope I did the interference thingy. Okay, cool. Mohammed makes an appearance as Azofia goes for a frog splash from the top rope to the commentary table where Spencer is positioned. He quickly pushes Spencer off the table and takes a bullet for the T. Spencer gets up and hits Azofia with a pancake. I forgot to write that. To end the match. So important for storyline. Spencer Van Zandt warned Azofia that he can't go against the corporate ladder and win, which is true because no one has successfully left the corporate ladder and got a one-up on Spencer Van Zandt. And I am referring to Goitukura. Goitukura came out of, left the corporate ladder. Until this day, he has not won a one-on-one match against Spencer Van Zandt. Mustafa Vaisi, same thing. Till this day, he has never got a one-on-one, a one-up on Spencer Van Zandt. So, lesson learned. I was hoping this would be 100. What's happening to the performance? Is it Azofia's performance that's affecting this whole thing? Or maybe he's not good at unsanctioned matches? Yeah, I felt like I needed to make it an unsanctioned match because they had a one-on-one match on a weekly show, and it would have been. I feel like it would have sucked to have no stipulation heading to Pemberton Dome. I wanted it to be epic. Oh, thank God, this one rules. Um, now I'm just looking at the ratings. Now I'm just focused on the ratings because it kind of hurts when you cook something cool and the ratings just disappoint you. But yeah, Mike Mayhew versus Gunsman for the AC Infinite Championship. I'm glad this one is kind of like short. At decision day, Mike Mayhew won back his AC Infinite Championship and became the first ever two-time AC Infinite Champion in history. He won it back from Porter Jordan. To celebrate this milestone, the star brought back the popular Mike Mayhew Tournament Invitational to determine his next opponent. And 8 superstars stepped up to the plate. Mohammed, the Rossi, Gunsman, Jordan, Payne, Vacy, Wilson, and Spike Robinette all competed in the tournament, and the Grandmaster of Fighting came out on top. Gunsman has been dominating the last 2 months and has made it his mission to capture the AC Infinite Championship, as he believes the title now is the title of relevancy after seeing what it has done for Mike Mayhew's career. So that's pretty much simple. This is the build up for it. Mike Mayhew unified earlier this year, unified the Cruiserweight Championship and National Championship, and he has made the AC Infinite Championship a big deal. He has made it basically a second world title. So Gunsman has had like a bad run in the main event scene. So after seeing what Mike Mayhew has done with the title, he wants it. He feels like the AC Infinite Championship can get him on top again, because I don't want to lie, Gunsman has been in the main event scene since he got signed. And he has had no luck. He only won the World Championship for 1 month, and that was it for him. It was reps. So he wants to revive his career. This is important for him. This is a very cool match on paper. Mike Mayhew versus Gunsman. Mike Mayhew being the unhinged superstar, Gunsman being a beast. I feel like this is good on paper, and I feel like I could have added a lot on it, but it is what it is. I feel like I just needed a big match for the AC Infinite Championship. So this one, did I add an interference? Thank God I did. So the Rossi attacks Gunsman. Important for storyline. Over the past few weeks, Gunsman has been intentionally trying to injure the Rossi whenever like they step in the ring, because as of recent, their careers in AC have been compared, right? They're seen as two guys that were supposed to be on top, but for some weird reason, they're not there, and starting to bother Gunsman because Gunsman believes that he's better than De Rossi. So whenever they step in the ring, Gunsman is like trying to send a message to be like, don't ever compare me to this person. I know we look alike. I know we are talented, whatsoever, but don't ever compare me to this guy. I am better than this guy. So DeRossi cost him the biggest match, basically the biggest match of his career. So important for storyline, we are most likely to see Dirk DeRossi and Gunsman face off, which is also an interesting match on paper or interesting feud on paper. So I'm interested in seeing how it goes because I don't know if the last time they faced, if they got 100 ratings or whatsoever. But if they did, if I'm going to check again, but if they did, I'm probably going to drag it and make money, of course. But yeah. Oh, thank God. Thank God. 100 for the main event. I love this. So Jinbao versus Josh Watson, AC World Championship. Um, Jinbao defends his World Championship against Josh Watson, who won the first ever Elimination Chamber 2 months ago at Fight for Glory. This has been the most anticipated match on the card because not only this Josh Watson's first world title opportunity, but Jin Bao and Josh Watson have a close relationship outside of the ring, and lately it seems to be falling apart. Watson has been working with his friendly rival Azul Furia, who betrayed Jin Bao, um, to put an end to the corporate ladder. But unlike the Fury, the Blue Fury, his intentions are not to ruin things for Jin Bao. Josh Watson simply wants to save the world champion from a faction that's already dead and serves no purpose for him. So that's what's happening. It's an interesting setup. It's friends basically clashing. Um, Jin Bao feels like Josh Watson wants to take everything away from him, and Josh Watson simply wants to be world champion and redirect Jin Bao and be like, you know what? I know the corporate ladder has done a lot for you, but you need to leave the corporate ladder. You need to let go of the corporate ladder because you are the face of AC, man. You have already been crowned as the face of AC. Why do you still need the corporate ladder? What is it that they? What is it that you owe them? You know. So it's kind of like I feel like this is gonna unravel into something bigger, a much bigger storyline, where Pearly Jinbao finally leaves the corporate ladder, and I don't know. In future, we see this pair uh, become the faces of AC or something like that. But yeah, that's really what's happening here. Um, and also, one thing I want to add is the relationship between Jinbao and Josh Watson is kind of funny. Um, it's kind of funny because it's all linked to the corporate ladder also. But how this is linked is Josh Watson was wanted, or Spencer Van Zandt wanted Josh Watson to join the corporate ladder. But Jinbao was like, no, don't add him on, don't add him, don't bring him to the corporate ladder, because Josh Watson is AC's golden boy. Whatever he does is gonna succeed in life. So that's their relationship, basically. That's how like their relationship started. They're just like good friends, you know. They've also helped each other multiple times in in the in the last two, I think the last two or the last three um, advantage point games. They've been close. They've been quite close. They're just good friends. That's what I'm trying to say. So, fun fact: the last time these two faced each other was at Indemnity 24, which is now known as Final Fantasy, for the AC Cruiserweight Championship in a cage match. So the finish, oh my goodness, I did not write a finish for this one, but it's a draw. It's a draw. This match ends in a draw, and I think this is the first match in a long time that ends in a draw. Important for storyline. Jin Bao fails to beat Josh Watson. Sorry, Jin Bao beats Josh Watson. This is a callback to that match at Indemnity. Jin Bao never beat or pinned Josh Watson in that match. He won by cage escape, which was the same way he beat Guatsukuda at Fight for Glory. Watson is now seen as a bigger threat to Jin Bao more than Guatsukuda, which opens a new conversation when it comes to who's most likely to dethrone the world champion first. So yeah, that's what's happening, and I'm gonna explain to you. This match was not supposed to happen, but I'm gonna get back to it, and I'm gonna tell you why it was not supposed to happen. Josh Watson asks Jin Bao for 15 more minutes for a clean win. they cannot do like I wanted to do a spot where like they ask for 5 more minutes, but 5 more minutes match would be interesting on Wrestling GM. I have never booked a 5 minutes match, and I don't want to. I don't want to learn the hard way. I don't want to learn the hard way, especially on a pay-per-view. Please, no. Um, Manisa V attacks Josh Watson. After winning his match with Troy Manning, Sevi believes he should be next to challenge Jin Bao and doesn't want to see Josh Watson take his spot. Basically, he feels like Josh Watson is just wasting time. Bro, you lost. You lost. You are wasting time. I just beat Guadalupe. I just beat Troy Manning for the second time. Just go. Guadalupe attacks Manisa V, important for storyline. Guadalupe is upset at the fact that Troy Manning didn't manage to take Manisa V out, so he's now willing to get the job done himself. Guadalupe stares at Jinbao and his world championship. The crowd loses their mind as soon as they see that Guadalupe versus Jinbao Part 3 might be around the corner. Important for storyline, Tsugura knows that Jinbao can't beat him, and with the corporate ladder falling apart, he looks to prove a point by getting to Jinbao again. So, yeah, as I was saying, I need to remind myself what I was about to say. Okay, so Guadalupe still wants a rematch against Jinbao. That's where it's headed. I think that's what I wanted to say. That's where it's headed. So, he's also getting frustrated that Troy Manning is in the picture, Manny Sevi is in the picture, Josh Watson is in the picture, someone is in the picture. This man just wants his rematch. And I think deep down he knows that Jinbao can beat all of them, but he cannot beat him. So it feels like time is being wasted on other people. So he feels the need to be like, you know what? Troy Manning failed to take out Manny Sevi. I'm going to take out Manny Sevi myself. If anyone comes in and try to get to Jinbao, from now on, I'm going to take care of everyone who tries to go for Jinbao before I get to him. So that's what we're running with. 99, we are good. We are good. So yeah, I'm going to explain why Josh Watson and Jinbao was not supposed to happen. This match was not supposed to happen simply because Jinbao was supposed to face Mike Mayhew. What I had planned after the Goya Tsukura thingy Jinbao has, after the Goya Tsukura Jinbao feud, I planned on inserting Mike Mayhew in the world title picture, simply because Mike Mayhew the previous year he held the Cruiserweight Championship for the whole year. He unified the Cruiserweight Championship and the National Championship to bring the AEC Championship. He made the AEC Championship a second world title. So all of this, his run was basically him preparing for the world title, right? He was supposed to be in this match because earlier this year, he even lost earlier this year. When was it? I think April or March. Yeah, because earlier this year he lost the title. He lost the AEC Infinite Championship to Jordan Porter, right? But after some careful consideration, right, I was like, nah, let's have Mike Mayhew stay in the let's have Mike Mayhew solidify the AEC Infinite Championship before he leaves, because I feel like if I inserted him, it was just gonna drag out and it's just gonna be, I was just gonna kill his momentum. So I was like, you know what, let him keep the AC keep the AC Championship for now. Let him be around there, and when the time is right, I'm gonna insert him in the world title picture because it was really a big match. It was really a big match. Jinbao has lost to Mike Mayhew 3 times in a championship match. So that is what I was going with. So yeah, that's that. I felt like Mike Mayhew needed to carry the AEC Infinite Championship. He's doing so well with it. That's something that's gonna keep him busy. And when I insert him in the world title picture, it's up from there. So I felt like I needed to insert Josh Watson because, like I said, I wanted to. There was a point where Josh Watson was kind of like stale, and I wanted him to get back to being the person that he was supposed to be, which is AC's golden child. So I feel like this works for him best. This is the best booking, accidental best booking decision ever, or unintentional best booking decision ever, because there's so much in the story than whatever I had with Mike Mayhew and Jen Bao. So yeah, this is a very long video. I think I need to wrap it up. So the next pay per view is Worst Nightmare. I don't know if I'm gonna record this one, but I think I'm gonna record it. I don't know if I'm gonna record this one because I haven't sorted out the card for Worst Nightmare. I'm trying to make it the worst card ever, but in a good way. Like I'm just trying to book the craziest card ever because of the name Worst Nightmare. I'm trying to book the craziest card ever because I feel like it's a B level pay per view, but because of the stories that I'm telling now, it should be top notch. And yeah, yeah. So we're heading to West Nightmare. The other reason I'm not sure if I should I should record for it is because Advantage Point is gonna be a banger. I hope I didn't leak the plans for Advantage Point, but it's gonna be a banger. I have the and since now we have the War Cages feature, it's about to be the best thing ever. So yeah, we are done. I think I'm gonna do a time capsule on why the corporate ladder is falling apart. Just getting deep into the corporate ladder, and yeah, sending energies from this side. See you next time.